I just got my first kit guitar in the mail, so let's throw it up on the desk and get to work. As you can see, this is a blues guitar, slide guitar box. It's like a cigar box style guitar. Will only have 3 strings on it, and there's supposed to be some assembly required, so we'll see what it looks like once I open the box. But I thought this would be a fun project. I've always wanted to try some kind of kit or a do-it-yourself guitar project, but I've never done it before, so this will be a first. Anyways, I don't know that this is really going to require much assembly. The neck's already installed to the body. I guess the bridge will need set up, and it looks like the nut. This kit was $42 on Reverb, so I don't expect anything great out of it, but I thought it would still be fun to play around with. It definitely looks cheap, and I think from what I've gathered that this is just going to be a bolt that will be used for the nut. And it does have a pickup, so we'll plug it in after I get the strings on it and see how it sounds. I'm curious what kind of pickup is in there. It might just be a microphone inside or something. I haven't decided how I'm going to tune this yet, but being that it's a slide guitar, I'll definitely have it tuned to some kind of chord. Here we are. I have it plugged in. My pedal tuner doesn't really like it, so I'm guessing there's a lot of extra noise coming through. But it is in tune. I'll give you a quick listen to it acoustically. It's a really tiny box here, so there's probably not much sound coming out of it, but I have a microphone off to the side. I mean, it's kind of fun. Alright, we'll play around with some pedals and stuff, see what it sounds like. Here it is with no effects, just into the amp. I mean, it makes noise, but you can also hear a lot of clicking. So it must be, I don't know if it's a microphone or some kind of stick-on, picking up vibrations. There's the golden fleece fuzz pedal. Just my hand, my arm resting on the box is making a lot of noise. And there's no controls here, so it sounds very treble heavy. That's kind of fun, I guess. I'll try to soften it, add some reverb and things like that too. So it's with an overdrive and some reverb on it. I'm going to throw an EQ pedal at the front of my signal chain, see if I can kind of tame down those trebles a bit, make it usable. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sounds like garbage, but I think for $40 it's still gonna be fun. It's been a few days, but I'm back. I've played around with this and I have a track ready to go. I just set up a 12-bar blues in G and play through it twice, and I'm gonna change up how I record this thing each time. So stick around to see how that turns out, and I'll talk about how I recorded each part. there it was. The first time through there, I was playing with the guitar plugged in because it has that built-in pickup. And then the second time, I just used a condenser microphone, and then so that signal was much cleaner when I recorded it, and then I added the overdrive sounds. I think it's pretty obvious which one sounds better. And to get the first half of that to sound the way that it does, I had to use multiple EQs stacked up to cut that treble squeal that we were hearing earlier. So that was a lot of effort to get it to even come close to sounding decent. Before I did all of that, it was kind of unbearable to even listen to. In the second half, I just recorded with the microphone, and afterwards I added an amp sim so it was recorded much cleaner, and that way it wasn't amplifying all of the treble that was picked up in that first time through. So it came out sounding much better. I didn't EQ on the second one at all. I just added a little bit of reverb. So here's the question. Should you get one? Probably not. It's not bad for just sitting and noodling on, but it doesn't sound great and it records horribly. You'd be better off getting just a normal guitar or a different style of cigar box guitar. But it's kind of a fun toy though, and I'm probably just going to take this to work and leave it in my office when I have some downtime to noodle around. But overall, it's not that great. But I only paid like $45 for it, so I kind of didn't expect that much going into it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of this one, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. And we'll see you in the next one.